Hello everyone, hope you guys are doing well, and if you're back in this channel then you're looking for new technologies or innovative product that can be helpful to you in your everyday life. For today's video, I bring to you guys the Wooask app. That is a real-time voice translating app. And if you guys don't know who Wooask is, let's go on their website and see some of the products that they are currently selling into the market. So a little bit about Wooask. They're founded in 2015. Wooask is a world-leading AI voice translation company focusing on the research and development of AI voice translation technology platform and hardware production and application. It has strong and industry-leading research and development strength and has dozens of invention and utility model patents and software copyrights since established. So this application can be downloaded on your Android or your iOS device. All you need to do is go to the App Store, type in Wooask, and you will be able to download the Wooask app. And here are some pictures if you guys wanted to look at that, but I would like to focus more on the core highlights of this app. And you can see here, it's a mobile application that can do offline voice translation, real-time online voice translation. You have remote chat dialogue translation, photo translation, Bluetooth earphone translation, and a lot of other functions. Looking at the core highlights here, you can see that it supports high precision real-time offline voice translation. You have many different languages, and the offline translations that you already have included is Chinese, English, Japanese, Korean, Russian, German, French, and Spanish. And you can also see here that it supports real-time online voice translation in 127 languages. 71 languages and 56 accents with high translation accuracy and fast translation speed. And it can turn any Bluetooth earphones into a translation earphone within seconds. So now that we have went over some of the cool features, let's go ahead and download this app and see how this thing actually works. And here you can see we have our app interface, and we are presented with online, offline, chat translation, and we also have translate earphones. And we are going to go over some of these different options here. The first one we are gonna go over is the online voice translation. With our online voice translation, I'm going to say something in English and have it translate to me in Bengali. Then I will switch it, say something in Bengali and have it translate to English, and you guys will see how quickly it happens. So on the bottom here, you can see that I have the microphone, so you can either speak. You also have the keyboard for you to type. So I will use the microphone here and speak something in English. Hello, how are you doing today? I have been thinking about coming over to Bangladesh. Can you tell me what the weather is going to be like?
হ্যালো, আজ আপনি কেমন আছেন? আমি বাংলাদেশে আসার কথা ভাবছিলাম। আপনি কি আমাকে বলতে পারেন আবহাওয়া কেমন হতে যাচ্ছে?
And you guys can see how quickly it translates, and it also writes everything down in their language so the other person can read. And now I'm going to say something in Bengali and see how it translates to English. তোমার বাংলাদেশে আসার কথা শুনে আমরা অনেক অনেক এক্সাইটেড। তুমি যখন আসবে তখন আবহাওয়া অনেক ভালো থাকবে।
We are very excited to hear about your coming to Bangladesh. The weather will be much better when you come.
And you see how quickly it does it. So I really like this online translating option. Going back here, you also have your offline voice translation. And for your offline voice translation, you will need to download some languages. So you can see that we have Chinese, English, French, German, Japanese, Russian, Spanish, and Korean. So once you download your different languages, you can go ahead and select them from your language list, and you will be able to translate them offline, which kind of works basically the same like the online works. In the bottom, you can see that the online is selected. In that case, when you're doing it offline, you will have your offline option selected, so you can do it without your internet. So going into our chat translation, you can globally talk to some people here, which I think is really, really cool. There's people from a bunch of different countries. So if you want to message them and you want to connect with them and talk to them, you can do so. And you can see as soon as I launch the app here, it says that we are not connected to our network. So I have disconnected from my Wi-Fi just to show you guys how the offline mode works. So if I go into my offline mode, You can see that I have my English and Chinese that are selected up top in the green color. And at the bottom, you can see that I have my offline option selected. So if I go ahead and say something in English, it will translate it to Chinese. Hello, how are you doing today? What do you plan on having for lunch?
你好，你今天过得怎么样？你午餐打算吃什么？
And you can see that offline, it works perfectly fine. So you just need to make sure that you have the languages downloaded to your phone. Going back here, the last one that we are going to go over today is translate earphones. And over here, I actually have my earphones with me. And I'm going to go ahead and put on my earphone. And you can see that we have not connected our earphone. And now my earphone is connected to my phone. And we will go over a couple different options here, starting off with the touch mode. And what is the touch mode? Touch mode is when you have two people using the earphones to translate in real time. So if I click on here, you can see that I already have had some conversation here, but what you need to do is if you just tap or double tap on the back of your earphone, you can start talking. So I will be wearing one earphone and I will give this earphone to the other person that I am trying to have a conversation with. So I am going to change this over to a different language. Let's say we do Chinese. So I'm going to say something in English and it will translate it for me in this earphone. So I'm going to go ahead and tap on my earphone. And you can see that my microphone came on, and as soon as I start talking, it will go ahead and record my voice, and then once I am done, it will stop recording.
你可以看到我的麦克风打开了，一旦我开始说话，它就会继续录制我的声音。然后一旦我完成，它将停止录制。
And it recorded my voice and translated into Chinese right away. And you can see that the language is also written, and it would be the same for the other person. If they double tap on the earphone, then they will be able to speak in their language and it will be translated to you into your earphone, which is a nice feature. So the next one we are going to go over is the speaker mode. And the speaker mode is where one person wears the earphone and the other person will have the phone. And it is a nice feature that they have because I personally don't like to share my earphones with somebody else because this is for my personal use. So if we go into our speaker mode, you can see that I have my language for my earphone set to English, and for my phone, I have my language set to French. So when I click on my earphone and then start talking, it will record my voice and translate everything into French. Hello, I have been thinking about coming to France today. Can you tell me what type of food you guys eat there?
Bonjour, j'ai pensé à venir en France aujourd'hui. Pouvez-vous me dire quel type de nourriture vous mangez là-bas?
And I can also go ahead and swap. So let's say I swap and have English on my phone and the other person is wearing their earbud. So I can speak something. Hello, what is the weather going to be like in France in January?
Bonjour, quel temps fera-t-il en France en janvier?
And it spoke into my earphone. And the next feature we are going to go over is the free talk mode. And in the free talk mode, both of the people can wear the earphone and translate in real time. And you can see over here that I can start a conversation and I can change my language to a different language. So let's say we do it in Spanish. And I can just go ahead and click on the start conversation button to start talking. Hello, how are you doing today? What kind of food are you guys having for dinner?
Hola, ¿cómo estás hoy? ¿Qué tipo de comida están cenando?
And you can see that it translates in Spanish right away, and then you can just keep going. You don't have to stop the conversation. So if I say something that the other person will be able to hear, then the other person can talk, then you will be able to hear it. So it's constant translation back and forth. So it happens very, very fast, which is awesome. And you also have the offline mode here that you can use with your earphones. Like I said before, you do have to download the different languages that you want to use for offline in order for you to use that. And also when we are using our earbuds, you can use the offline mode. And if I click on the offline mode, you can see that I have my English and Chinese selected, and those are the two languages that I have downloaded. And it works the same exact way where you can talk into your earphones and the other person can have your phone. Hello, how are you doing today? What is the weather like over there?
你好，你今天过得怎么样？那边的天气怎么样？
And if I were to swap my languages and I can speak using my phone microphone. Hello, looks like the weather is going to be cloudy and rainy.
你好，看起来天气会是阴天，还有雷尼。
So what is my overall thought on the Wooask app? I really enjoy this app because it has all the great features that anybody can ask for. Translating app, it has everything that you need. You can do it online, offline, which is awesome. You can also turn your earphones into an earphone translator. So just think about going into different countries where somebody might not be able to communicate with you in English. So you wouldn't have any communication barrier because you will be able to use this app to translate different languages. And I really love that feature. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my review and we will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.